Hello, everybody. What's going on? If you can hear me, let me know. Hey, hey, hey. I got a lot of stuff going on, okay? I got a lot going on. I'm sending out text messages. I'm sending out live streams on Instagram. I hope everybody got their YouTube notifications on. So, hey, 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 everybody. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. So, we have a lot to cover today, and we're going to be talking about how to finish 2024 strong. All right. So let me know in the chat if you all can hear me, if everything is going well in your world. Also, are you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button so we can know, so you can always be notified when we are indeed live. All right. So let me know in the chat if you all can hear me, and then we're gonna get into it because I have a lot of things that I wanna talk about, and it really just boils down to how to finish 2024 strong. All right. And let's also talk about. I really want y'all to get to a place where you're not, for lack of better terms. I'm tired of you all. I don't want you all to feel stressed, right? There's a lot of people online who are like Debbie Downers. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, the market is down, sales are down, no one wants to do business with me, blah, 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 blah. Okay, y'all. We get it. We get it. Okay. We get it. For some people, sales are down. For some people, people aren't buying as much. You all keep comparing 2024 to the pandemic. That was 4 years ago. Okay. That was 4 years ago. So we're gonna have to get some new energy, some new excitement around the fact that this is no longer 2020, and that this is indeed a whole nother year. 4 years later, we cannot be what they call it, crying over spoiled milk. Y'all know what I'm saying? So make sure that you share this live stream out. I do know that a lot of people like to catch the live stream on replay. So if you're watching on replay, what's up? Hey, hey, hey. And so I have my chat here so I'll be able to read comments. If When I talk about whatever we're going to be talking about today, if something comes up for you and you have a question, make sure you put it in the comment section, either below this video, or if you're live with us right now, you can put your question in the chat. There is a slight delay between me and you from a live streaming perspective. So if you do have any questions, make sure you put it in the chat, and I'll answer your questions when we get to the Q&A portion of this live stream. Now, if we get to the Q&A portion and you all don't have any questions, then we will just keep it moving, right? So hopefully that is helpful. All right. Okay, so I want to talk about how to end 2024 on a strong like thing, right? Before we can go into 2024, you need to go and look at your sales for the year. How many of you all do that? Put a one in the chat if you know how many sales you generate, how many sales you make, right? So if you log into your like a PayPal or Stripe or whatever, you should be able to look at year to date, and it tells you how much revenue you've made for the year, right? And if you want to go and look at it on a granular level, right? You can log into wherever you receive your money. So I don't, a lot of people receive money from a lot of places, right? So it doesn't matter the platform. Do you have the ability to go in and look at your sales for the year? Can you say, this month I made XYZ, last month I made XYZ? Also, are you able to look at how much money you're making on a daily basis? Because you should be tracking that as well. Now, for some of you all, maybe tracking daily may be stressful or may be exciting, but you want to be able to look at your sales because it's going to tell you a story, right? I was talking to my accountant about this. Your money is going to tell a story, right? And so I was talking to my accountant and she was saying that, Audria, your sales are down this year. And even though we've made multiple six figures this year, our sales are down in comparison to last year. Okay. So even though we've made multiple six figures this year, my sales are technically down, right? If we're comparing it to multiple years previously and so on and so forth. And I want to say this because I feel like a lot of people probably feel this sentiment when and your sales down. Like if you have Stripe, it'll tell you you are negative whatever percent for the year. You're negative, whatever percent, and it'll tell you. So you're like, oh, I'm down 10% this year. I'm down 20%. I'm down whatever percent, right? That's not the point. The point that I want you all to like really pay attention to is what's going on with my numbers. Like what's going on with my numbers? What's going on with my sales? Um, Give me one. I want to make sure I named this video properly. Okay, cool. I want to make sure I named the video really good. I want to say this because I do feel like some people feel like this, like my sales are down and you're taking it personal. Don't take it personal. It's a business. Okay? Like, for instance, I've been trading options now, right? Some days the businesses are doing good, and some days the businesses aren't doing good. And that showcases itself in the stock that I invested in. Does that make sense, everybody? Just put a yes in the chat if that makes sense. So if corporations can have a good day, a bad year, a good quarter, a bad quarter, or whatever the case may be, just know that you are in business. So it's not a personal attack on you. It's something that's not operationally happening with the company. So don't take it personal. So if you have a bad quarter, a bad year, a bad day, does not mean you are a bad person. And I think there's so many like gurus online that try to make you feel bad because your sales aren't down. Your sales are down. They try to make you feel bad because you're not making a certain amount of money. Let me just be straight up with you. If you have a business and you made $1 this year, that's something to be like, okay, I have a viable business. I have an idea, a concept, a model that people appreciate and they give me money. Okay. Okay. Like they're giving me money. And so I think it's important to note that oftentimes when you hear people say these things to you, you need to stand on business and know your own business. You should not be basing your business on how everybody else's business is doing. That's not good. That's not a good look. If you're basing your business off how everybody else's business is doing, or how your friend business is doing, or how your coach business is doing, that's not a good look. You should be basing your business off of the vision that you have created for your business. And y'all gonna keep hearing me say this quite often because I feel like as entrepreneurs, we don't sit our ass down long enough to actually create a vision. We don't stick to a vision long enough for it to actually manifest into something. And so we often are like so jittery when things don't go like we didn't make six figures in a weekend. We start deeming ourselves as a loser. That's not good. That's not good at all. And so you need to understand that the only thing you should be basing your business off of is the vision you have set for this year, which moves me to another topic. Have you created an annual plan for this year? Just put yes or no in the chat. I'm not judging you. If you don't want to respond to the question, that's cool too. But you and I, you know this personally. You know this. Even if you don't put your answer in the chat, you and I both know if you create an annual plan this year. Did you create an annual plan at the beginning of the year? And did you say, what you were going to be doing month after month after month, and have you stuck to that plan? Yes or no? Because let me make it clear so you'll know if you did or didn't. If you are in June 2024, because that's the time we're doing this live stream, if you're in June 2024 and you don't know what to do this month, you did not create an annual plan. You didn't create one. Simple. I'm making it as crystal clear as possible. If you in June 2024 and you don't know what to do, you don't know what to sell, you're scrambling, I don't know what to tell people, you didn't have a plan. Simple. Okay? Simple. And so, how do you make sure that you create a plan for next year, right? So, we actually have an annual planning workshop, right? So, if you haven't done a good job of creating a plan for the year, but you want to make sure that you start planning for the rest of this year, we do have the annual planning workshop that you all can grab in my shop. You can go to audriarichmond.shop. And if you all want access to it, I can throw it on sale for 50% off since we at the end of the year. Okay. Let me also say this. This class is fire. You get a big, thick workbook, how to plan out your year. So even though you're not starting at the top of the year, you can plan from here to next month. So if you all want access to it, I will throw it on sale real quick for 50% off for those who are here. And if not, then we can just keep it moving, right? So y'all let me know in the chat if y'all want me to do that, and I'll update that real quick if that's something you all are interested in. But nevertheless, if you have an annual plan, you know you have one because you know what you're doing this month. But if you're like, man, I don't know what I'm doing in July, I don't know what I'm doing in August, I don't know what I'm doing in September, I don't know what I'm doing for Black Friday, I don't know what I'm doing for this, and this. Like, you need a plan. You need a plan, y'all. That's the only way we're going to make 2024 amazing. We got to have a plan. And so hopefully that's helpful. So let me go ahead and throw this on sale for anybody who's interested. If you're watching this on the replay, sorry, this is the benefits of joining us live. So I'm going to put the annual planning workshop on sale for 50% off. And just know when you go to the site, it's going to already be discounted. Okay. So I'm changing the price right now. Okay. So now when you go to the site, it's 50% off right now. And I'll keep it at 50% off for the duration of this live stream. All right. So let me make sure that, okay. So it's now, if you go to uncloned.shop or audriarichmond.shop, you can go to the site. At the top, you're going to see 2024 annual planning workshop. You can get that for $97. Okay. I just made it 50% off. It comes with a workbook and a very long training. It's not super long, but it's long enough. This is the training that we make all of our clients go through when they work with us, right? Like, it's the first thing we do. If you join the mastermind, the first thing we doing is planning. Like, we can't get this money if we don't know what we doing. All right. So in the annual planning workshops is ULC beginner courses. What do you mean? Is it inside no, those are two separate products. Those are two separate products. So UnCloned Launch Circle Starter, that's just like if you getting started with launching, that's totally different from annual planning. So annual planning is where you know what you're doing for the year, like what your offers are going to be, what you're going to be selling, when are you going to be selling it, and what launch are you going to use to sell it. All right. So now that we've established that we need to get clear on what our plan is for the year, the next thing I want to talk about is, what are you selling? If you are clear on what you sell, put yes in the chat. If you're not clear on what you sell, put no in the chat. Okay. I have a really cool workshop coming up for you all. I cannot wait for you all to check out this workshop. It's called What to Sell, how to create an offer that no competitor can copy. Like, it's going to be freaking awesome sauce. All right. Let's see. Okay. So yes and no. Okay. For the people who said no, tell me what you need help with. Okay. For the person who said no, tell me tell me why you don't have something to sell. Let me say this. If you don't know what to sell and you have expertise, the easiest thing for you to sell, do not sell this for a long time, what I'm about to tell you. Okay? Do not sell what I'm about to tell you for a long time. Do it long enough to get to the next move. Do not do this forever. Deal, before I even tell you what it is. It's actually pretty simple. Just put deal in the chat, okay? Just put deal in the chat. If you promise me you're not going to be stuck doing this, because a lot of people get comfortable with this model and they never elevate to anything that's more leveraged, okay? Okay, deal. The quickest thing you can sell right now, okay? The quickest thing you can sell right now is your time. I know you're like, what? Yes. Every single person on this call can sell your time. And there's a various ways that you can sell your time. Let me tell you all the ways you can do it. The first way you can sell your time is a one-on-one call. Okay? You can go and get a tool like Calendly and have people go to a website. They put their information in, they select, they pay their money, and it puts them on your calendar. You can, the name of the tool is called Calendly. Okay? CALEN. Okay, hold on. Let me get to the website first. So let me get to it first. Okay, let me get to it first. 1 second before I jack it up. If somebody help me put it in the chat, thank you. Okay, it's Calendly. It's called Calendly. Every single person can sell their time, but I'm gonna tell you various ways you can sell your time right now. Now, some of you, I'm gonna go from beginner to advanced. So the name of the tool is called Calendly. So CALENDLY.com. All right. You could do this today. You could set this up today. You can set this up today. I know some of you all are like, oh my God, it's a lot of tech. It's a lot of moving parts. No, it's not. Okay. You literally can go on YouTube. How do I set up Calendly? There's going to be plenty of videos, hundreds of thousands of videos on how to set up Calendly. Okay. So everybody can go and set up a Calendly link. Okay. And on there, the first thing you want to do is set your calendar up on your availability. When are you going to be doing these calls? Are you going to be doing these calls on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays? What works for you? And how many time blocks are you going to be doing? Are you going to be doing 1 hour call, 30-minute calls, so on and so forth, right? So yes, the annual planning workshop right now while we're live is $97. If you want it, you can go to audriarichmond.shop and get it. If you're watching the replay, unfortunately, it's back to what it was. Catch us live. That's when I do these types of deals. All right. So if you want the workshop, the 2024 annual planning workshop, you can go to audriarichmond.shop. It's currently on sale. No coupon code required. Just add it to cart. Boom. Done. Right? Okay, cool. So let's say, so you selling your time one-on-one. Now you selling your one-on-one calls. Now you might be wondering, how much can I sell these calls for? Like, how much can I sell these calls for? I want to give you a base rate. Okay. Because I know some of y'all, I'm gonna say just pick what you want and you're just gonna stay in your head. Let me give you a base rate to start with. Do not charge less than $150 for 1 hour of your time. Okay? Do not charge less than that. Now you can go infinity, like infinity. I charge $5,000. Okay? The reason I'm starting you at $150, because some of y'all don't even think you should be charging for your time. Oh, they just asked me a quick little question. It's okay. No. If you get questions on a daily, you are valuable. I don't know who need to hear that, but your time, what you know, what you've learned, what you went to school for, what you're educated on, all of these things matter. Okay? And so you can totally charge for your time. Do not charge less than $150. How many of you all can do that at the most basic level? Just put yes in the chat. Okay? Just put yes in the chat if that's you. Okay, Audria, I can go to Calendly. I can set up a calendar. I can connect my Stripe or PayPal. I think it's Stripe only. You set up your Stripe, you charge $150, you set up your calendar, and boom, you could be on a call for an hour talking to somebody. How many of you all can do that? Just put me in the chat if that's like super easy. It's not a complex offer, okay? Because offers can get very complex, okay? It doesn't matter what you do. Everybody drop your what you do in the chat, and I'm gonna show you how easy this is for every single person that's on here. So if you're a cosmetologist, you could be doing hair consultations for someone. Who else? Let me know in the chat what you do. Yes, we are live. This is not a recording. Okay. Now, if you're watching on the replay, it's probably recording, but right now we're live. I'm here. I can see your chat. Accounting services. Can you audit someone's books? You might not want to audit them extensively, but could you help them get started with a bookkeeping software in an hour? Okay. Let's see. Mental health. That's easy. Help me identify why I'm going through these challenges in my life. Help me identify what I need to be focused on. Help me self-assess what's going on with me. Why am I having a bad day? Why I'm snapping on my kid? Why I'm not being nice to my husband? Blah, blah, blah. Not saying I'm doing those things, by the way, just FYI. Let's see. Love your background. Thank you. Visibility strategies for introverted women. That's too complex, Crystal. I know you personally. That's too complex. Make it plain. Come back and make it plain. It's too convoluted. It's busy. It's busy. It's like a busy shirt. It's very busy. Come back. Okay. Let's see. Lactation counselor. You know what? Right now you be like, hey, are you pregnant and you plan on breastfeeding and you really want to understand how to properly best breastfeed your child? I'm doing one-on-one breastfeeding prep classes, right? One-on-one prep classes. I'm only taking the first 10 people for $150. I meet with you one-on-one. We're going to get together, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Healing coaches. So yeah, help me heal something. Whatever you heal people, help people heal. Can you? And this is the next point, right? This is the next point. And this is something you all have to ask yourself. Can I do this in an hour? How many of y'all are starting to ask yourself, damn, can I do that in an hour? I don't really know. I really don't know if I can help somebody in an hour. How many of y'all are starting to sense that, like, dang, I think it's going to take me a little bit longer. I don't really know if I can help somebody in an hour. Like, for instance, I can help somebody in an hour because majority of the questions I get they fall into a few categories. It's either your offer, your marketing, your content, or your positioning or branding or something along those lines. Like, I can diagnose problems very quickly because I've worked with a lot of clients, right? So you want to actually, because so you may be noticing like, oh, it's gonna take me a little bit. That's a long little minute, right? And so one thing you all want to understand is that when you are talking to somebody on the phone, they just want you to answer their questions. They want you to just solve their problem. You shouldn't be in business if you don't know how to get results. Does that make sense, everybody? Like, if you don't know how to get people results, you don't know how to educate them, you don't know how to get them from A to Z, you should not be coaching. Coaching, consulting, advising a soul. If you've gotten a result for yourself, that's sufficient enough. Because I don't want you all to think that you need to go have a roster of 50 clients. If you've done something successfully for yourself, that's enough. If you've done it for 2 people, 5 people, 6 people, that's even better, right? So let's see. So we talked about lactation, healing, branding, and wedding photography. That's so for my branding and wedding photography, you can help someone plan their wedding photos. So like for instance, hey, are you getting married in the next however long? Because you said branding too. You can help people do like a pre-photo shoot session. So hey, let me help you plan out your photo shoot. Let me help you plan out your wedding photo shoot. Let me help you, because like a lot of the times brides don't be knowing what to do with their wedding photography, nor do professionals know what to do with their branding photography. Let's see, emotional DNA test. Hold up, let me go back. Expat relocation service. Teach people, first off, the first order of business is showing people where's the best place to relocate to. Think about that. If somebody has never left their country or has never relocated a day in their life, especially an extent, a very, very far place, the first thing people need to know is where the hell can I go to? Where is safe? If I'm tired of America and I want to go somewhere else, where are some other countries that make sense for me? Does that make sense? Okay, so let's see. DNA testing. Tell me a little bit more about DNA. I don't know enough about that to just rattle off an idea. I would need to do a little bit more researching. But why would someone need to get DNA testing? Because the only thing I thought about was Jerry Springer or like Maury or something like that. You would have to give me some more insight. All right, let me drink some water real quick. Let's see. Emotional well-being, Natalie. I know you personally as well. Make it plain. What does that mean? Make it plain, Natalie. Make it plain. Let's see. Crystal. Much better. Much better. Video marketing. Hey, I'm going to show you how to get more visible with video marketing. I'm going to show you how to increase your visibility and get more eyeballs, more visibility, more clients, and more sales by showing you how to be camera confident, right? And literally, your one-on-one call could be teaching people how to record their first video. Boom. There you go. Excuse me. Let's see. How to help experts monetize their expertise globally. How to help experts monetize their expertise globally. Basically, the first thing I would try to help them with is, one, have they already identified what they want to be known for? And if they have, what's your way of knowing if they're global or not? So can you do an assessment? How do you know if they're not global? Does that make sense? Let's see. Real estate or insurance. Real estate or insurance. Are you in both? And when we talk about real estate, typically realtors don't get paid until, the house is sold. However, could you help somebody narrow down their house buying process, or can you help somebody understand their insurance options? This is the thing, y'all. Okay. I need y'all to know that a lot of people, when they're coming to you for an answer. And the reason I said one-on-one calls and selling your times is the most easiest offer is because there's always somebody on the internet that's looking for somebody to help them, whether it's in person or on the internet. I need you all to know that when you're working with people, if you help them solve a problem and you help them solve the problem quickly, they will pay you. And this is another misconception too, right? Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Also, thank you for that post you did on Instagram. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate your work. I appreciate everything you do. So thank you for popping in. So I feel like there's a huge misconception that we have to give so much of ourselves in order to make a lot of money, y'all. And I would just tell you from experience, stop trying to sell the stars, the sun. Matter of fact, I'm finna show y'all. These ain't my prices no more. But do y'all want to see how I packaged myself when I first got started? Just put yes or no in the chat if y'all want to see that. I want to show you my packages when I'm going to show you one package that I was selling when I first got started. Call it Audria didn't know her value. Okay? That's what we're going to call that season. I'm going to show you because I saved it in my phone. Let me know in the chat if y'all want to see that. That's the Audria didn't know her value season, okay? Damn, I got a lot of screenshots in my phone. I just shared this with my homegirl, so let me go to our text messages. 1 second. Okay, boom. Here we go. I'm finna show y'all. Now, mind you, I got to give y'all a huge disclaimer. I got to give y'all a huge disclaimer. I don't charge this anymore, okay? Okay? I don't charge this anymore. I just want to let you know that before I show you, okay? So let me show y'all. We're gonna call it Audria Lost Her Mind Packages, okay? Okay, cool. I made sure I grayed out everybody's name. This is from 2016. Okay, I'm just gonna move up. I'm gonna move up this document. Yes, it's covering me up, but y'all get the point, right? So look at what I was doing, y'all. So I met with people every single week. Okay, every single week. Branding assistant and support, photography planning, logo design and style guide, social media strategy for all platforms, launch plan and strategy, video marketing plan, Facebook ad campaign development. And let me just say this, I did all of this too, by the way. This is not like some, random wish list. Like, I actually did all of this stuff. Facebook ad campaign, social media editorial planning, opt-in planning, blog editorial planning, how-to videos of the client choice for 3 projects, webinar strategy, website design, site map creation, e-commerce website integration, website security, social media design and branding for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google Plus, Pinterest, and YouTube, 4 video lower third designs, 3 Facebook ad designs, business card design plus 1,000 of them printed, flyer design plus 1,000 printed, ebook design, and 2 to 5 pages. Y'all see this? $10,000. Okay, $10,000, $1,200 deposit, $367 a month. Let me be clear, because it's 2 things that was happening during that season. One, I was the brokest I ever been in my life. Okay, I want to give context here, because for some of you all, $10,000 would be life changing, and I totally don't want to downplay the fact that $10,000 is a lot of money. Okay, because I know there's a lot of high ticket gurus now who like throw numbers around like hot cakes and Skittles, and they're just like, yeah, I charge $100,000 and I charge $50,000 and yeah. Okay, buddy. Okay. Just know that $10,000 is still a lot of money. Audria from 2024 is a hell no, dog. Okay. But Audria and because this was like 2013, 2014. Okay. 2015, super broke as hell, Audria. Hell yeah. Give me the 10K. I need to pay my bills. Give me the 10K. I need to get these. It's crazy to talk about these things, because it's like today it's like $10,000 not a lot of money to me, but back then it was life changing. And so I definitely want to give context. So I've been at both ends of the spectrum. I've sold my soul for less, and I've sold my soul at a higher value because I have more leverage now. Back then, I was doing a lot of one-on-ones, a lot of meetings. Like I said, I was meeting with clients every single week, one-on-one, and doing all the work. Okay? And so the reason that I could tell you, hey, you could go ahead and sell your time, but don't stay in it for a long time, is because I did that. I didn't have my first form of leverage until I created a group coaching program. It was called Building Big Brands. I wish I had my little books so I could show y'all, but I had a program called Building Big Brands, and it was a group coaching program. The first time I did it was 6 weeks. The second time I did it was 12 weeks. And then my next form of leverage that was a little bit more at scale was, Are You Ready for the Yes? How many of y'all remember this book? So this book came out in 2017, okay? So this book came out in 2017. I got started in like 2014 online. So 2014, 2017. From here, this was the first time I was able to see, damn, I could impact a lot of people with a book. Because at first it was just like people kept asking me, like, how did you build your personal brand? And like, how did you do this? And how do you do that? Right? And so I put it in a book. I put it in the book. This is how I built my personal brand. It's in here. Boom. It's in here. The whole blueprint. It's damn near a course. Okay? It's damn near a course if you actually go through it. So I put it in a book in 2017. And this was the first time where I would go places and people would be like, damn, I got your book. Like there's a guy, his name is Ace Chapman, really dope entrepreneur, right? And he teach people how to like buy businesses. And I've been a fan of his work. Don't you know he already knew me? He was already following me on Instagram. He had already read my book. So you never know the impact of your work when you package yourself. And so the reason I started off saying, hey, if you don't have an offer to sell, the quickest thing for you to sell is your time, but don't stay there for a long time, is because I know there's a lot of people who stay in the one-on-one zone way too long because they won't write the book, because they won't, create the course, because they won't, make the planner, right? Like, y'all working yourselves to death. And so when I talk about this stuff, I'm not saying it because I'm trying to like be better than you, or try to perceive put myself out there in a weird way. I'm saying this with you because I know what it's like to work yourself to the bone for pennies and not have any leverage. So if you are going to sell your time one-on-one, right? If you are going to sell your time one-on-one, just know, don't stay there for a long time. Like, get your money, get what you need to get, and then the next order of business would be, how do I do the same thing I'm doing for one person with a group of people? Okay, I did it with a group of people live. Now, how do I take what I did with a group of people and put it into a course so it can be at scale? How do I take what I do with a group of people and put it in a book? How do I take what I do with people and put it into a systematic process? So just know that when I say, if you selling your time, don't do it for a long time. Does that make sense, everybody? Just put yes in the chat. Okay? Like, does it make sense what I'm saying? If this makes sense, just put yes in the chat. I want to make sure y'all here with me. Okay? So anyway, if we're going to finish out 2024 strong, we first got to know, where the hell are we going? What do you have planned for July? What do you have planned for August? What do you have planned for September? What do you have planned for October? So on and so forth, right? So one of the things that my husband and I did, we made a commitment that we wasn't going to be overly invested in a bunch of programs this year. We weren't going outside like that. We weren't going to a bunch of conferences. That's a decision that my husband and I made. You know what else me and my husband decided on? We're gonna sit our ass at the house, and we're gonna make these evergreen funnels that we said we was gonna do. We have been saying for years at this point, oh, let's make the evergreen funnel. Let's make the evergreen funnel. Let's make the evergreen funnel. We're gonna make the evergreen funnel. Blah, blah, blah. It's just been on the list for a long time. And you know what happened? We started meeting new people. You know what happened? We started being at everybody else's shit instead of being at our own shit. You know what started happening? We started being that overly supportive couple that show up to everybody else shit while we was denied building our own stuff. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Just put yes in the chat. So we said, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to focus this year. We ain't going outside. We ain't buying no tickets to no conferences. We ain't going no damn where. We're going to scale our business with media, which is what I'm doing now, creating content, being on YouTube, scaling myself. Because guess what? Even though we got about 50 people here watching me live right now while I'm recording this, hundreds of people are going to watch this video afterwards, if not thousands, right? For years and years and years and years and years to come. So I'm multiplying myself in real time, right? This is what multiplying yourself looks like. So we said we was going to do that. The next thing we said we was going to do is we're going to build out these funnels. We've already mapped out and mocked up our second funnel. Now we're going to do our third funnel today. Our first funnel is already up. All we got to do is record the videos, input it into the system. We already got the promo flyers. We already got everything. It's done. It's ready. And then the next funnel is being developed. Soon as it's done, we're moving on to the next and the next and the next and the next. So the reason I'm saying this is because I see so many of us waste so much time. We're busy TikToking and moonwalking and not doing anything of impact. And so if you really want to make some noise for the rest of 2024, it's very important that you get crystal clear on what the hell am I selling? Who am I selling it to? How much am I selling it for? And how much money I want to make before the end of the year? Somebody drop in the chat, how much money you want to make before the end of the year? Let me know. Like, let me know. I want to make at least $500,000 before the year end. I got to get busy. You know what I mean? Like that's what our automated funnels are going to do. That's what our live lunches are going to do. We're going to be doing some virtual events this year and some virtual workshops, right? So when you think about like, okay, how am I going to actually make the money I said I want to make? Like, how much money y'all want to make? Do you want to make $5,000, $10,000, $100,000, $50,000? What would be life changing for you? Because if you don't get clear on what that is going to be, you don't know where you're going. And I was saying this on a live stream one day, and I'm gonna say it here. If you're not clear anywhere, you could go anywhere. If you're not clear on where you want to go, anywhere will take you anywhere. You got to know where you're going. You got to know where you're heading. You got to be clear on what you want. Okay. Let's see. So 200K, 75K, 100K. Let's see, $100,000, $50K to 100K. Now, you put a number out. Do you know exactly how you're going to get it? Do you know? I don't want y'all to be throwing out random ass numbers. Okay. Not saying y'all are, but just don't be throwing out random numbers. So if you said you want to make $50,000, do you know exactly how you're going to get it? So let's say on the calculator, let's say, okay, I decided that I'm going to have I'm going to sell a course for $500 and I want to make $50,000, right? So $50,000 divided by $500, I only need to sell 100 people into it. I only need to sell 100 people into it. If I want to make $50,000 before the end of the year and I put together a $500 course, I only need to sell 100 people into it. And I know that sounds like only. Y'all need to get busy with creating your content. You need to get busy with running your ads. I'm a firm believer you should do both. I know it's a lot of people who just like content till you can content yourself to death, but run them damn ads. If you don't have an audience that's buying from you, they're not engaging with you, they're not clicking on your stuff, they're not DMing you, they're not doing shit, run an ad to new people. Build you a new community of people. Build you a community of buyers, not super fans. Okay? Are people actually buying your stuff? Okay? So let's see. Yes, I need 3 more retainer clients. 5 clients will get me to my goal. School districts, perfect. Yes, corporate offers my course. 6 trainings. Okay, so now that you know what you're going to be selling at what price point, now do you know how to get people to know about it? Do you know how to get people to know about it? What's your recurring content strategy? So every Monday we send out an audio newsletter, and every Wednesday I try to go actually do a YouTube live or pre-record a video every Wednesday. Okay? What is your content strategy? And when I say your content strategy, I'm looking for you to create a recurring piece of content that builds authority and credibility for who you are. That's what I'm talking about. Like, what is your recurring piece of content that you're creating that builds authority and credibility for people to be like, you're my person? Let me just say this. You know you are doing it correctly when the right person finds you and they start binging your content. They're like, oh my God, I've been looking for you for so long. I'm so happy that you're helping me do this. This is like crazy pants, blah, blah, blah. Right? And so just keep in mind that your person is looking for you. And when they find you, they want to binge you. And they can't binge you if you don't have content for them to binge. If you go and listen to our audio newsletter, we got 45 of those jokers. Okay? If you get on my list today, you're going to get an email on Monday. It's going to say, hey, today's audio newsletter is about X. Click here to listen. Also, if you want to listen to our back catalog, click here. If you discover me on YouTube, you get to find me on YouTube and say, oh my God, I really love this video. I wonder if this video was good. Are the other videos are good? So you want to also make sure that when you're creating your content, you're telling people how to work with you. Don't be afraid to sell. Do not be afraid to ask for the sale. I see so many people, they got this huge portfolio of content, and I don't even know what the hell they do. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they sell, and I don't even know how to work with them. And this is another thing. Making an offer is not just about the people who are watching you live in real time. Making an offer is also about these people knowing where to place you in their mind. By you all being crystal clear on this live and telling me like, hey, I help people do XYZ. I help people do this. It's easy for me to say, oh yeah, Crystal says she does video marketing. Okay. Dr. Katina says she's doing corporate, working with corporate women. Okay, cool. Like I can look at what y'all saying y'all do and I can refer you, but I can't refer you if I don't remember you. I can't refer you if I go to your page and you're not informed, you're not making me become an educated buyer. This is why we create content. We don't create content to be on trend. We create content so we can build a portfolio of assets that creates us as that showcase people and let them know that we are the obvious choice. You come over here, and this is another thing too. You're not gonna see me getting caught up in a lot of trends and doing a lot of goofy stuff because I'm crystal clear on who am I supposed to serve. I'm here to help small business owners become the obvious choice of their industry. That's it. That's what I'm here to do. That means I got to help them refine their offers. That means that the marketing that they do got to be dope. That means that the content that they create needs to be compelling. And this is another thing. You ain't got to get caught up in having a bunch of views and a bunch of this and that. Like, I think it's important that when people do discover you and when they do find you, who cares that you got 10 views or 12 views? I'd rather your video be popping than to get caught up in the fact that, like, oh, you don't have views, so you must not be that good. Like, that's such stupid thinking. Some matter of fact, some of the people I recently hired don't even have a huge YouTube or a huge following or a lot of views or a lot of followers, but they got a lot of content. I was able to watch 10 or 15 videos on YouTube, be like, damn, that's my person. So you got to keep in mind that when people are looking to work with you and do business with you, they're looking to see if you are my person. And let me ask you something real quick. When somebody find your page, can they say, this is my person? Yes or no in the chat? Be honest. If you was a prospect of your own social media page, whether that's on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, well, X, or whatever platform, can you honestly say, okay? Can you honestly say that when people find me, they're going to be like, oh my God, I found my person? Do you have that I found my person portfolio of content? Just put yes or no in the chat. This is not me trying to make y'all feel bad. Because sometimes y'all feelings be hurt so much and just be like, look, you're here to learn or you here to be basic and average. And I don't attract basic and average people. Don't nobody who follow me want to be basic or average. Hell, is in the name. Y'all here because you want to be uncloned. So let's be honest with ourselves. If I was to come to your page, does your content give me the vibes that I have found my person? Also, isn't this a good barometer for, oh, I need to kind of approach my content differently? Does that make sense? Like, damn, I really ain't been posting content where people can find me and they be like, boom, ooh, this my person. Boom, ooh, this my person. Boom, ooh, this my person. I think I'm making a song now. I think I'm making a song. But anyway, I really do hope that this was helpful, y'all, because I really want us to finish 2024 strong, but it also is about how we're showing up. How are you showing up on social media? If that's where you're spending your time getting clients and customers, what does your sales process look like? What do you sell? What are you offering? Are you actually launching? And I was going to do a whole video about getting attention and the importance of attention, but I'm going to say that for another video. I'm going to say that for another video. So anyway, if you're new here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you like this video. My name is Audria Richmond, and I am a marketing and launch strategist. I work directly with my clients to teach them how to build uncloned brands and launch profitable marketing campaigns. All right. So if you have any questions, put in the chat and I'm going to answer a few questions and then we're going to call it a day. Also, if you all want that annual planning workshop, make sure you head over to audriarichmond.shop. It is currently 50% off. The discount has already been applied. If you are trying to go get it after this live stream, it's not going to be on sale. That's all I'm going to say. If you're watching on the replay, it's not going to be on sale. So if you want to go and get the 2024 annual planning workshop and start planning from because you can use this workshop for 2025 too. Okay. If you want to get a head start on 2025, boom, you can take that too. But it comes with this I wish I had the workbook, but it comes with like over a 50-page workbook. It's a very good class. I teach you how to plan your year. I teach you how to audit your offers. It's a really, really, really good class. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. It's so, so, so good. So if you're interested in getting it, it's already 50% off. You can head over to audriarichmond.shop and get it while I am live at 50% off. All right. Okay. So let's see. Do we have any questions? Thank you. Thank you so much for getting it, Brandy. Let's see. I have a mix of things and I need to get clearer. Okay, inspiration but not enough content. Definitely a good barometer around making sure my vibes matches my person. Yes. Is it better to start with group program instead of one-on-one if you already have an engaged audience? If you have an engaged audience, you can go straight to group. But let me also say this. I have like a mixed answer about this. Keep in mind that, okay, this one I know. Y'all want to know what I'm noticing in the marketplace from a trend perspective? Because all of my programs are group. Okay, all of my programs are group, one to many. Okay. Do I sell one-on-one? Yes, but at a premium. Okay. Do I sell one-on-one? Yes, at a premium. Okay. So should you start with one-on-one or group? Are you already selling one-on-one currently? And if so, are you getting too many one-on-ones? Because that's also a good indication that you need group. Another good indication is if you having too many one-on-ones, you need to go up on your price. Okay. You shouldn't be booked to the, that means you too, like for instance, if you like booked all the time, like people are just booking calls and then you got people who are repeating calls, that means your price too low. Okay. It just does. I mean, that means you good, but that means your price is too low. I remember I had a client who booked like multiple VIP days with me. That's when I knew my price was too low for my VIP days. I mean, this person had booked like 3 VIP days. I'm just like, damn, I probably should go up. I'm not saying the person should have booked 3 VIP days with me, but I'm just saying like it was a clear indication that if people were racking up on VIP days with me like candy, it's probably too cheap. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. So should you do one-on-one or a group? It's totally up to you. You could do either or, but what I'm seeing as a trend, I say offer both, but offer your one-on-one as a premium and then your group to make it, it doesn't even have to be affordable or accessible, right? It just depends on how you want to package it, because we have a high ticket group and then we have the launch circle. So it just depends on how you want to package up your stuff. Let's see. I don't offer one-on-one anymore. Okay, cool. Well, you're already cooking with grease then. You're already cooking with grease. But let me also say this. The reason why I still have one-on-one available, because there are people in your community who don't want to be in a group. Okay? There are some people who just like, I have a problem that I don't want to be in a group with other people, and they will pay a premium to get access to you one-on-one. So I don't think that one-on-one should be completely removed, but I do feel like if you are going to charge one-on-one, it needs to be at a premium or at a price point where you feel really confident about it. Hopefully that answered your question. Let's see. How did you balance fine-tuning your audience reach with maximizing budget when you first started running ads? I'm gonna be honest with you. I was so happy that people were finding me. I didn't even have a lot of money. I think it's about expectation, right? Like, y'all have to keep in mind, when I first came online, man, I was treating the online internet like a damn gold rush, right? Like, I was like, oh my God. It was, okay, I have to set this up because when I say this, I think a lot of times y'all see Audria in 2024 and y'all just don't know that like Audria still is excited when she get a sale. Audria gets still excited when she get discovered by new people. Audria still get excited when somebody say, oh, my homegirl told me to go get your book. I got your book. Like, I still get lit up like a Christmas tree. And I think it's because I know when nobody didn't know me. I remember when nobody wasn't when everybody thought that I was some goofball and wasn't gonna make it because people weren't taking me seriously online, right? Not online, but like in my community where I was from in Memphis. Like, a lot of people saw me as like the little girl photographer, like this the girl that take good pictures. How is she gonna coach me? And now I've surpassed a lot of these people. So I'm saying it in the most, cool way, not trying to be arrogant. But I think it's important for you all to know that when you're first starting out, be cool with the 5 people you get. Be cool with the 10 people. Do not, again, I said it earlier, but do not internalize and be like, oh yeah, I'm a loser because, I don't have, 1,000 people buying my thing when I sold it. I didn't sell out when I did my thing. Like, don't get caught up in that. If you're getting any interest, if you're making any sales, you need to be grateful and get good at getting better with that. So if you could get 5 sales, you can get 10. If you can get 10, you can get 20. If you can get 20, you can get 40. So on and so forth, right? I think I was going in increments of 10. But anyway, y'all get my point, right? So does that answer your question? Because, the fact that you can, first off, I need y'all to understand the time we in. The fact that you can create a piece of content, whether it's video, image, or text, go inside of Facebook and say, hey, Facebook, I want to put my advertisement in Texas because I'm going to be going to Texas for XYZ reason. Do you know how much of a privilege that is? That we can do that, and we can do it for $10 or $15. You may not could get as much as you want to for $10, $15, but the fact that the opportunity exists. So I want you all to start being a little bit more appreciative. And I'm not saying you're not being appreciative, Dr. K, but I'm just saying, be cool with the small wins until they turn into big wins. That's how God continue to give us big wins. If God see that we're not excited about the 2 people that showed up to our live stream, how he gonna give you 50? How you gonna give you 40? How you gonna give you 200? So you got to be grateful for what you have, and as you continue to grow, other people. And then there's another thing. Sometimes you not having access to the people you want, it's a good indication that I need to get good. Does that make sense? Like, when I think about how many people come to our live streams, I'm very excited about that. But I always ask myself, should I have sent an email? Should I start prepping people more? Okay, am I cool with being found organic? But I don't never internalize it to the point of oh my God, I'm a loser. You know what I mean? I don't ever feel like I'm not doing enough. I can always do more, but I think it's about okay, if you want to get your live streams up to 1,000 people, 2,000 people, you need to be busy with building your community and building your audience. You need to reach new people. You need to get out and get in front of new people. Because this is another thing, and I don't know if you all have reached this level in your community yet, or you haven't got to this level of your community, but some people will discover you and fall in and out of love with you. I remember there was a particular young lady who was just like a super fan at one point. And then she found somebody else that she became a super fan of. And so that happens. And so you have to be okay with knowing that you are enough. You have to be okay with knowing that the people who rock with you gonna rock with you. You have to be okay when the new shiny person comes on the scene who's undercutting super cheap, working themselves to death. They're gonna burn out and fizzle out. And you got to be okay with standing yourself and being in business. I've been in business going on 16 years. I'm not finna compete with somebody that's burning themselves out every day. No, ma'am, I've been there, done that. That shit is old. I don't want no parts of it. So, anyway, hopefully that was helpful. I know that was a little long-winded, but nevertheless, there you are. Let's see. I have found someone willing to invest $20K into my business. I am a musician, and I would to work with a performing visual artist full time. What is the best way for me to spend this donation? So it's a donation. You don't have to give it back. That's pretty lit. You said investment though. Let me reread this. I found someone willing to invest. Yeah, you said invest $20,000, and then later on in the message you said, "What is the best way for me to spend this donation?" Is it an investment or a donation? Because those are 2 different things. Investment means I'm gonna give you $20K. I want a return. Donation is I'm gonna give this to you. Good riddance, right? Go have a good life. So which one is it? Is it $20,000 to do what you want to do, or is it $20,000 you got to give it back? So that's the first thing. But it's a donation, so you don't have to give it back. Okay, cool. I don't have to return it. Perfect. So if you don't have to return it, one, don't get too jiggy with it. Okay, sit on it. Because I know if you got 20K to go crazy with, you're oh, what should I do? What should I invest in? What should I go? One, think about your career. Okay, think about your career. Think about what you need in order to create an album. If that's something, like, first off, what's your vision as an artist? Do you want to go on tour? Do you want to create an album? Like, what are some of the things you want to do? Do you want to build a fan base? Like, what are some of those things that you want to do? I don't know a lot about the music industry, but I am going to recommend you follow someone on Instagram. Her name is I think she go by CMO Tish on Instagram. I would want you to get tapped in with her because she shares a lot of content working with artists. And I really think that you would benefit from tapping into her content. Um, and if you ever send her a message or something, just say, Audria sent me, I'm a musician, so on and so forth, right? But on the education side, I can just tell you straight up, from a marketing perspective, you do need to know how to market yourself. You will need to know how to build a fan base, and you will need to know how to build up a community of people who fall in love with you. So I would highly recommend that you check out CMO Tish on Instagram. That's my homegirl. Um, you I don't want to put her business here on social media, on this YouTube live, but just know she the truth. So go and check her out. Is CMO Tish, Tish, CMO as in Chief Marketing Officer, CMO Tish. So go and check her out, and you know, send her a message and just see how she can work with you. And if she can't work with you, she can definitely guide you in the right direction. There's also another guy. I follow this dude's YouTube video, but I'm not a music artist. So it's two people. There's a guy. He's here on YouTube. He has I watch these YouTube channels just for diversity for myself as a marketer, but I want to share. I think he has a thing about, like, man, he talks a lot about, like, record labels and uh record labels, contracts, explain. Huh? Oh, this is his name. Music Money Makeover Show here on YouTube. It's Music Money Makeover Show. So go and check his YouTube channel out as well. He got tons of content. And there was another lady who's an attorney. It's like an attorney lady, attorney, lawyer, musician, music artist. Um Her name is Top Music Attorney. Okay? Top Music Attorney. She has a lot of content around how to read your contracts, how to negotiate a music deal, etc., etc. Do you recommend running ads to expand my audience and touring? Yes, but not before you have a solid plan, solid website, clear. You clearly know what your music lineup is going to be. This is what I say: don't be so quick to spend the bread. Spend about 2 months, okay? Hopefully you got this time, but spend about a month or two educating yourself on contracts, building a team as a musician, understanding the landscape. I would overly educate myself. Also, there is a music book. I think it's like How to Get into Music Business or something. It's yellow. It's like an industry book. I would go and get that book as well. But if I had $20,000 and I really didn't know what to do with it, I would go educate myself. Because what I end up seeing happen with a lot of people, small business owners do this as well. We get a hold to some money, or we think we need a loan, or we think we need a grant. We go get this money, and then we just go spend it with whoever we like, and we're not making strategic decisions around, damn, what's my plan? Like, how do I actually want to use this money? How do I actually plan on scaling, so on and so forth? Does that make sense? So I would say sit on your hands right now, educate yourself, and then feel confident about the investments you're going to make because you're well versed. I gave you 3 solid resources, real well 4 if you go and get the book. I gave you 4 solid resources to go and check out. All right. So let's see. Okay, makes sense. Perfect. The more we can do with less, the more we're able to make from less. Um, all right. I love the launch circle, but doing the one-on-one gave me a personal game plan. Yes. Um, okay, cool. So, do we have any more questions? Really quick, because when I end this live stream, you cannot get the 2024 annual planning workshop at 50% off. It's currently 50% off. You can head over to audriarichmond.shop. Even if you're not going to get the 2024 annual planning workshop, get the book bundle. It's not on sale, but get the book bundle if you don't have any of my books, because that's a great place to start, especially if you're not in a launch circle or if you're not a part of our community. And if you're like, hey, I want you to show me how to market, how to sell my products and services. I need I need to be able to get into a platform and really get plugged in and learn and educate myself. I want to accelerate my results a little bit more. You can check out the UnCloned Launch Circle. We're gearing up for a launch for it. But if you want to go ahead and slide on into the launch circle, you can send us a text message at, my husband's going to put in the chat as well. You can send us a text message at 404-965-4113. Okay? 404-965-4113. Do you have any recommendations on how to run Facebook ads, books, or courses? No, but there is a guy on YouTube. Y'all, YouTube is lit. Okay? It's not lit. It's not just lit for us as business owners. It's also lit for discovering some dope people. It's some dope people on YouTube. Let me tell you the difference between YouTube, why I mess with YouTube over any other platform. The rest of these platforms fake as F, okay? They just are, okay? They so fake. Like it's so fake. Oh, I can't even explain it. It's just a level of faketivity that I can't even deal with. It's just fake. Fake, fake, fake. Oh, fake. Anyway, YouTube is lit because you can learn so many things. Okay? You can learn so many things. You can discover so many people. You really could. It's like unlimited learning. Okay? It's like unlimited learning. Okay? But anyway, what was I about to say? The guy on YouTube with the ads. So his name on here is Ben Health. Ben or Ben Heath. BenHeath. BenHeath. Those are two different. So Ben Heath. Excuse me. This is the guy that I recommend to all of my launch circle clients when they're like, hey, how do I learn how to run Facebook ads? The reason I like his channel, the reason I love his channel is because he breaks it down. What I always if it's something that I know how to do, but I found somebody they're gonna be way more detail oriented about it. They're gonna be more invested in it. They love it way more. I'm gonna recommend the resource. So this guy, if you want to learn Facebook ads for free, okay, I'm quite sure he got programs or courses or whatnot. You can check out his YouTube page. It's Ben Heath, BenHeath, and he's always uploading YouTube videos, new videos on how to use Instagram and Facebook ads. Let's see. That book bundle been in my cart for too long. It said, girl, if you don't get over there. What are you saying? Can y'all let her know? Or he or she, I think it's she, but you know, you gotta be careful these days. But nevertheless, get the books. Okay, can y'all put in the chat how awesome these books are? And I'm not just saying because it's my books. I mean, I kind of am, but these books fire. Like, what are you waiting on? Why are you sitting on it? Let me just say this. For however long it's been sitting in your cart, you could have been making money. For real, for real. Okay? Like, you could read these books and have your personal brand popping. You could read this book and understand, like, damn, okay, this is what I'm doing wrong with my marketing, so on and so forth. Like, let her know in the chat that these books fire. Okay? Get the book bundle. Okay? Get the books. Game Changer. Those books are the truth. Thank you. I promise I'm a woman. I'm like, you got to be careful on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not gonna go there. I don't want to get my account shut down or reported or nevertheless. All right. Also, congratulations to all of those who are grabbing the 2024 annual planning workshop. I see quite a few people went over there and snagged it, got it. Can't wait to report back and let me know what y'all annual plan is. Definitely keep me posted. Can y'all promise me something? Come close. I wish I can get real, real close. I think I'm kind of close. I'm close enough. Please watch the videos. Please watch it. It's one big video. Take breaks, eat lunch, print off the workbook. Can you promise me? Can you promise me? Promise promise me you gonna watch it to the end. Okay? Please. For all things holy. Because y'all quick to buy something and be like, that didn't work for me. And then I look at your name and it's like, damn, you never logged in. Of course it didn't work. Okay? What? Of course it didn't work. You never logged in. So I want y'all to not just go get it because it's on sale, but actually watch the video. Please, 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 please watch the video. Work through the workbook. Create your annual plan. Like finish the rest of the year off and then get started with 2025. All right? Okay, so yeah. I gifted the books, got it. I got the book bundle, but haven't read them yet. And I wonder why I'm still stuck. See, we were just talking about this, Joy. Come on, y'all. We're not doing this. We are not doing this. Okay? So anyway, I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. Make sure you share this out. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, y'all, let's go live an uncloned life and do what we doing? Building an uncloned brand. Bye, y'all.